So this is Lindsay Head with my third coaching journal entry. I have met with Dana. We have gone through the Learn. I've taught her how to use Nearpod, and it went really well. I took some of my feedback from myself from the last coaching session where I didn't talk as much. I let her lead the conversation, and it went really well. She got excited about it, was not overwhelmed. There were times that I went back into old habits, and that was when she got overwhelmed. So I'm definitely going to have to work hard on being better about letting her lead the conversation and not giving too much info. So I was looking at checklists, and I loved the checklist. I made 3 for Dana, setting up her first Nearpod, running a Nearpod for live lesson, and creating an engaging Nearpod. I should have done these and given these to her before the coaching lesson. I gave them to her at the coaching lesson, and it was a little rushed and she wasn't able to really see them all. So that's something I'm definitely going to be giving to them beforehand just for them to look through. But the running the Nearpod for a live lesson was really helpful for her because she was able to go through and check off what she needed to do and have that reference for when I left. And I actually have another teacher that decided to use this checklist and run a Nearpod. So I was able to send it to her. She was able to figure it out on her own, and she's really excited about it. Modeling was one of the biggest strategies I never thought about using, and I think that's what a lot of our professional learnings are missing. And I love this quote. It is not enough to hear about a strategy. Teachers also need to see them in action. And that is so true. I see so many things outside and see so many strategies. Until I see it in my classroom, it's just in this fantasy world. So me and Dana did 2 different types of modeling. First, we did it in the teacher's classroom without the students present. So we ran a Nearpod like normal to see what it would look like, how she would be running it on 2 screens, and saw that setup with it. Then she visited another teacher's classroom, and that was my classroom. It was actually the first time I ran Nearpod in one of my live sessions. It went really well. I've been doing it every single live session virtually, face to face, and actually face to face since then. And Dana was also able to see how easy it was. And she saw how the students were able to get on, and it was so easy for them to get on. So I really think doing both of these modeling methods, first letting her see, okay, this is how I do it. And then second, seeing, oh, this is how the students do it. Seeing both of them was extremely helpful. So the last part, implementation. She was so excited that she decided to implement it that day in her face-to-face class, which was great because she was able to test it. It was advanced kids. In that face-to-face setting, she was able to make some errors that she knows now going into the live lesson. And that has been bumped back to next week, and which works great because she has more time to go and modify her Nearpod. So I'm so excited to see her engagement increase and see what her students and what she thinks about it. So here are my references. Thank you so much for watching. I'm excited to see how this goes.